If you've not seen it, I'd advise you to first watch part 1 for an overview of the Royal Variety format, because we're jumping right into the 1991 edition, which opens with the arrival of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and a collection of words which will never be uttered again.
And on board with Chitty's owner, Pierre Picton, with the Bisto Kids, is Michaela Strachan.
Note that these Bisto Kids are a physical representation of cartoon mascots for Instant Gravy, and that this is the least weird thing of the night.
There's also a collection of children's entertainers, including Arby the Robot.
Someone spills a drink on that thing, it's gonna pull the Great Sorprendo's head right off his neck. Once again, we're graced with Princess Margaret, who greets all the theatre folk.
Mr. Paul Tosh, Chairman and Managing Director of Vauxhall Motors Limited.
And is that Yuri Geller? Come on everyone, on your feet for the national anthem. So what's it all about this year?
The theme of this year's show is the magic of the movies.
Trust me, even the biggest cinephile is going to be sick of the very concept of movies by the end. Though this is the coked up Don Simpson era of filmmaking, here we have Hollywood as seen in Tom and Jerry, where directors in pantaloons shout through a big cone. And who have we got playing the Tinseltown mogul? Adrian Boswell off Bread.
I think we've got a smash. It's a great script. Costume designer, Rhea. I love the costumes. Jackie?
Yeah?
Make sure everyone's made up and ready to go.
Yeah.
To go.
Yeah.
Now.
This whole night is reference mania, with a lengthy opening number paying tribute to various films.
When your routine feels a bit flat,
watch Michael Keaton dressed up as a bat.
just go to the movies, just go to the flicks.
Dirty Dancing. Mary Poppins. Annie. Fame. And an unbelievably camp Ghostbusters.
There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
And then the Ghostbusters clearly didn't want any of that. 4 big slimers doing kung fu? No thanks. For American viewers who may be confused at the lyrics, we're such a delicate milk sap nation, even the word ninja was banned over here.
Just go to the movies, just go to a picture show.
But we're not done. Here's Indiana Jones. Is that the real Harrison Ford? And then, what you may think is the world's worst E.T. But you'd be wrong.
Something strange in neighborhoods.
I'm gonna live forever. We promise you'll never be bored there with Harrison.
business picks up, in a homage to Around the World in 80 Days, starring
Mr. Thomas Cannon and Mr. Bobby Moore.
Hello, boys and girls. I am Phileas Fogg.
Even with Tommy looking like Jack the Ripper, I'm sure they'll tone down their usual aggressive act for a royal and a load of kids.
I'm very bilious, Phileas. My backside feels like the back end of Thomas the Tank Engine. Shut up. I'm as sick as a pig, Tommy. I'm nauseating.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Classic The Lads.
You've got me skin.
Never mind your skin. There's a very important person here tonight.
Bobby then does a joke about turning down the lead in Cyrano de Bergerac,
They give it to a scruffy French fella, Gerard Doggy Poo.
while Tom sneaks in a tit in front of the princess.
Tit. Tit.
Tommy, no, don't do that in front of the
I worried this was a bit of gay panic, but they casually hold hands on the way off, so we stan our gender stereotype dismantling double act. With the random nature of royal variety, you're effectively rolling the 1,000-sided dice of light entertainment. Could be anything next. Stage school production of Oliver, Geoffrey Holland as Henry VIII, an American who can swallow snooker balls. Let's see. Somehow I've rolled a 0. What does that mean?
And he's called Timmy Mallet.
Stop all of your drinking with that bluesy night flow.
Darren Day.
Everybody clap your hands, come on. Oh, pretty woman.
Regular readers will know my fascination with Impressionists and the scene setting they use to run through their voices. Like, perhaps you're at a dinner party, and who's that over there? It's Kojak. Who loves you, baby? And he stood next to Prince Charles. My wife and I. Day's got a cracker.
Remember the groovy movie Summer Holiday? Well, they're making a sequel called Summer Holiday 2, starring me and a bunch of guys you just might recognise. Me and the Shads are gonna bop the night away with Smith and Jones, dear old Griff and Mel. Oh yeah, who's that then? Willie White, Sean Connery. Yeah, Sean.
Roger Moore, tell him, Roger. I can't wait to hear Cliff sing and play away.
Do you remember Grease?
Oh yeah, I remember it. Day's got all the classic Impressionist tics. The, ladies and gentlemen, Mr...
Here he is, the one and only Mr. David Essex.
The characters saying their names so you'll know who they are.
Alright, now you sing the girl part, George. I can't sing the girl part, Jimmy.
And the, look, here comes...
Here comes Pavarotti. He can do it.
Because everybody said to me, boys and girls, whatever you do, don't work with children or with animals. But the thing...
Here we fucking go.
He likes you.
He likes me.
If I could build a time machine, I'd be straight off taking Emu for a skit with the Jackass Boys. That's it, Steve-o, just give him a nice stroke. They don't make telly like this anymore. What's the act? I wrestle celebrities to the floor by their penis. Do you ever wonder what circus performer sex is like? No, me either. Royal Varieties do give you things you'd never see elsewhere. Like Doc Cotton doing stand-up.
Do you remember them J. Arthur Rank films? You know, where there was this big, beefy guy hitting his gong with a long, thin thing? Well, I was the long, thin thing what he hit his gong with. Dooby Duck and his friends. Hey!
I was waiting for this cursed little bastard to show his beak.
Hey, it's fantastic being here. Mr. Spielberg's in the audience.
Evolving with the times, this is more of a high-energy clubland performance. You couldn't move in early 90s England for people singing Summer Nights. Girls in your class putting on performances of You're the One That I Want every lunchtime. So it's no surprise to get more of this.
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control.
Can we not have the duck back out? Then an actual American, with ventriloquist Ron Lucas.
It's a dragon song. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah! Get down, stay there.
Look at the ludicrously unnatural position he's in, with the high stools of the theatre. He'll be icing down his perineum before the curtain call. There's no avoiding a number from current West End musicals, and this year it's Joseph.
Jason Donovan!
And I'm sorry, but I can never not sing in my head the lyric from The Playground. Everybody!
I close my eyes.
Drew back my foreskin, ah. What a great performance. I wouldn't want to be the one following that.
Now, boys and girls, I thought by way of a change, I know that most of you this evening would expect me to come out and do mainly comedy, and I...
Come out? Very posh. Incidentally, if you were after a visual representation of Barrymore's soul at the moment of his death... When I saw the jacket, I really thought we were going to get... But it's just a lead-in to The Music Man.
I begin with this troubled friend with a wave of my hand this very hair. Ra-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. Remember, my friends, Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Tom-ta-da! They'll work up a bottom timpani and horse platoon. Willie. Willie!
When your mum tells you she saw your ex-girlfriend in Lidl.
Was the little tramp?
No, it's a tribute to the silent movies. I mean, this is pretty poor, isn't it? And you've got Bobby Ball backstage. What a missed opportunity. Hang on. Is that...
I said give us a chip.
It's Harris.
Hey, Charlie. Are you here in Hollywood to be in the big movies?
Who better to pay tribute to the golden age of slapstick than Keith Harris and Linda Lusardi?
Nothing happens round here.
And the hits just keep on coming. It's Wetherspoon's Robin Williams, Bobby Davro.
Thank you!
Remember what I said about the Impressionist setup?
That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? You could have a lot of famous people off the telly doing films. You could have Julian Clary doing a cartoon. Oh, I'm strangely drawn. Oh, Mr. Christian, yes! What about Kenneth Williams instead of Robin Williams in Good Morning, Matron?
Speaking of Impressionist ticks...
What about Mick Jagger in Romancing the Stone? Could you imagine old Mick doing one of these big award do's? Probably go something like this. Here's Mick. Get down, get funky!
Now I promise you won't guess what's coming here. Have a go. What do you reckon?
Do the Bartman! Yo, dudes, what's happening? Ha 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 ha! Yo!
It wouldn't be a royal variety without some magic. From Paul Daniels and son Martin.
None of my family are magicians. I'm the only magician.
What we get here is a retelling of The Wizard of Oz.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Once again, this does not go where you expect.
Tin Man, wake up. I think we're going to be got at.
I forget, did Debbie ever branch out into proper acting?
Well, come with us then to see the Wizard of Oz. He'll grant all our wishes.
Hello, it's Glenys Kinnock.
Alright, Tory. Still though, I wonder how she got in that empty trunk. Every actor's biggest fear is needing a poo when you're on stage.
What are we waiting for? Let's all unload at the Wizard's abode. What a smelly old witch, he stinks.
Like a box of Quality Street, there's something for everyone in these. And the freaks who like the green triangle probably love the yearly bouts of stage school shrieking.
In olden days, at least to stop the one. Consider yourself one in a family.
There's also a pair of musical performances, which really date it to the period British teens were obsessed with Australian soaps, with Danny Minogue and Jason Donovan pretending to play a guitar to a track which doesn't contain any guitar. The big man's back, with a sly dig about Jason's musicianship.
Anybody seen the guitar lead? Anybody seen what well, it's confusing for the kids, you know what I mean? Mr. Bassman, you got that certain something.
How does this keep happening?
Musical director, he's down there all night.
Bit unprofessional. Anyway, Dana and Barrymore do a duet before...
Hey, Mr. Bassman. Oh, you really with it? Mr. Bassman.
Of course, you can't end without the requisite yearly tribute to...
the #1 movie magician himself, Walt Disney. A dream is a wish.
Here come the smelly old costumes back out of storage. In hindsight, these tributes with the same old lines from the same old films feel solely like cult indoctrination. Like Manson playing Helter Skelter on a loop all day to get the family riled up. Is this how Disney got so big?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Case in point, Michael Ball gives it everything he's got for the big closer.
The secret longing.
Alright, calm down. He must really love the Aristocats. The curtain call sees all of early 90s pop culture on a single stage. Ghostbusters, the Hero Turtles, Jason Donovan and Timmy Mallet, Barrymore and Daniels, Inman, Davro, Lusardi. If that stage had collapsed, there'd have been no more telly for years. Margaret comes out for her big check, while Martin Daniels scratches himself like an ape. Remember last time how weird it felt, Rod Hull doing 3 cheers for the princess? Well...
Your Royal Highness, before you go, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the NSPCC, Her Royal Highness Princess Margaret, let's have 3 cheers. Hip hip!
Another beautiful demonstration by the system in how to shut down an anarchist. Not tipping her handbag all over the floor, are you, Michael, mate? I quite like that, after sitting through these every year, she still acts surprised at the fervour. Annoyingly, during the handshaking lineup, they don't show whether or not she acknowledges Orville. Expect I'll see you all for another one then, yeah?
Willie!